Aloha Ukulele Underground. We got Jonathan here at GHS Strings, otherwise known as One Bad Monkey for you on the forum.
That's right.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good, can't complain.
Nice.
So, you guys got some new stuff for us, huh?
We have some new stuff. In addition to our black nylon, which everyone knows, and fluorocarbon, which everyone knows again, this year we came out with what we're calling our custom shop artist curated set. And what that means is we've teamed up with Craig Chi and Sarah Maisel, two fantastic people in general, awesome ambassadors of the ukulele. But these are the sets that they work with, they use. You can actually get from them as well. But it was a very kind of cooperative effort. They came to us saying, you know, we'd love to try this, this, and this, and they were actually, we're out of Battle Creek, Michigan. They were at a show there, so they just like come down to the factory, get a tour, walk down to the area where all the single strings are. We just started pulling stuff. Be like, all right, gave them a big stack. Be like, all right, you tell me what works. So what we came back with, we've got 4 sets of it. We've got a reentrant set that's made out of like a titanium nylon compound. It's like a regular clear nylon. They put some titanium powder in it. Gives it a little more stiffer feel, a little brighter sound. Tonally, I would put it between your regular nylon and your fluorocarbon in there. And then we have what we call the Sarah Maisel Low G set, and that's the same top 3 titanium treble strings, but it's got a fluorocarbon low G. Because if you've seen Sarah play, she loves that low G tuning, but she really does not like the squeakiness and the feel of a wound G string. Then we've got Craig Chi's now using we've got 2 of his because, you know, he's complicated like that. First one we've got is it's a ground nylon. So it's a regular clear nylon, but it's ground smooth. So what it's going to be, it's a little faster on your hands, a little more subdued sound. And then we've got what we call the baritone set, which is when Craig plays with Sarah a couple of times, and he likes to actually kind of make both the ukes really sound much more like a giant, more like a, you know, I guess like a 12-string guitar would be. He tunes his tenor like a baritone. So these are some bigger gauge strings. Most of them are ground nylon, with the exception of we have a roller wound low string on that, which is about as squeakless as you can get. And so he uses both of those. So those are the big ones that we're real excited about. Again, you can get them from Craig and Sarah when they're around, or you can get them straight from us, or ask for your local dealers to carry them.
Cool. So how much would they normally run for?
You know, I want to say because they're all nylon stuff, it's going to run pretty close to what a regular nylon set of strings is going to be. I believe if I had to shoot it off my head, like the regular titanium sets are going to be about $3 to $4.
Yeah.
Sarah's, I think, is closer to 5 maybe, because the fluorocarbon low G on it. The ground nylons, I think, are about the same, or about 4 to 5. So I mean, it's going to be right closer, a little more expensive than your regular nylons, but we're not going into fluorocarbon territory.
Yeah, so like very affordable.
Right, exactly.
Well, cool. So, wow, Craig and Sarah. Wow.
Craig and Sarah.
So the ukulele has been around for quite a while. Like, why do you think that it's been, you know, so popular, and why like all these new things are coming out? Well,
you know, I think a lot of it is that, I mean, for $100, you can get a fairly decent ukulele, and you know, it's got a pretty easy learning curve. So I mean, you know, it's and people like it. You know, it's really fun to play, easy to pick up, not very affordable. You know, strings are, you know, always just kind of been the black nylon and stuff, and they're now kind of, it's neat to see in the past couple of years the ukulele players are really starting to explore the strings now. You know, and coming from a company that makes guitar strings, you know, we've been part and parcel of that for decades with the guitars, bass players, always changing stuff and seeing it. So it's really cool to see this start to happen now with people being like, well, wait, well, what if I do this? Well, what if you know, maybe I want all wound strings on my ukulele.
Or guys like Craig.
Or guys like Craig. That was like, hey, what if we did a baritone tuning with the tenor? I'm like, oh, hey, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. You know, it's really cool to see them start to experiment now a lot more. And I think it's because too, you know, while ukulele started on the islands, I mean, it's one of the few instruments you see anybody playing, no matter your genre. You've got the traditional players. You've got a lot of those guys that'll play a lot of the old school Dixieland stuff. You've got, Sarah's playing jazz on it. You've got, there's even guys playing punk and things on it. So I mean, it's not genre specific. So I think that's one of the big staying power too, is at one point you could probably see any of your favorite artists playing an ukulele.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Well, all right. Hey, thanks, John. And so if you guys want to sound like Craig and Sarah, they got strings for you now. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks a lot. Jonathan at GHS Strings, and I'm Kyle, signing off. Aloha.
See you later.